I want to read you what you said, make sure I'm accurate. Here's what you said. President Trump is not like any sane leader. I'm very proud of General Milley for saying that President Trump is a total fascist. You think you're smarter than the American people, don't you?
Did a U.S. general just admit under oath that he called President Trump a fascist? And then get confronted about it face to face? What happened next turned a routine Senate hearing into one of the most explosive political showdowns you'll see this year. Senator John Kennedy came armed with receipts, asked the questions everyone was thinking, and refused to let the witnesses dodge. Whether you agree with him or not, this exchange is guaranteed to spark debate. Watch every second before you decide who won this battle.
General,
Yes,
you
sir.
believe in open borders, don't you?
I believe in the rule of law, sir.
Right. And it makes you angry that President Trump does not believe in open borders, doesn't it?
Senator, I'm not here to discuss immigration policy. I'm here to discuss whether or not we use the military to enforce it.
And it makes you angry that most Americans don't believe in open borders, doesn't it?
Not in the slightest, sir. Again, I am not here to discuss the immigration policy.
Yeah. Duty, honor, respect, you talked about that
Yes,
in
Senator.
your opening statement. On October 14th of this year, you went on CNN. I want to read you what you said, make sure I'm accurate. Here's what you said. President Trump is not like any sane leader. I'm very proud of General Milley for saying that President Trump is a total fascist. To Bob Woodward, if he as chairman of the Joint Chiefs is calling the president a fascist, I'm so proud of him for breaking that barrier. The challenge is because most MAGA Republicans, they don't understand what fascism is. The reality is that they are in fact fascists themselves. Did I read that accurately?
Senator, I am happy to discuss my personal perspectives with you separately at any time. That's not the purpose of the hearing today.
Did I read that accurately?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah. You think you're smarter than the American people, don't you?
Absolutely not, Senator. I am here to discuss the use of the military as part of this mass deportation.
You think you're more virtuous than the American people, don't you, General?
Senator, I am insulted by your comment.
Duty, honor, and respect. You talked about that in your opening statement, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Moran said, I wrote down her words. She said, by their actions, you know what someone's character is like. You agree with that?
Senator, for 35 years, I served my country with absolute honor and distinction, and I will continue to do so.
You agree with what Ms. Moran said?
Of course.
Mr., we've got a few minutes left.
23 seconds.
Well, actually, you let Ms. Klobuchar go well over, so I'm assuming you'll extend me the
I'll
same.
give you the
courtesy.
same minute I gave to her.
You gave it a minute 20. I timed it.
You're using.
I watched you like a hawk, Dick. Mr. Melnick, Mr. Reichland Melnick, you believe in open borders too, don't you?
I do not, Mr. Kennedy.
Okay. On November 1st, 2022, you tweeted, both Texas and Louisiana have their knives out for black immigrants. Do you remember that tweet?
I don't, but it's quite possible.
What Texans It's not only possible, it happened. You're not denying it, are you?
No, I'm saying, referring
What
to the
Texans?
context.
Who
I
are you
actually
talking
don't
to?
know the
Who are
context.
you talking to about who in Texas had their knives out for black immigrants?
Guessing the context, but my suspicion is
Give
that
me
it
a
has to
name.
do the
Give me a
Attorney
name.
General Ken Paxton and
Give
the
me a
Attorney
name.
General of
Give me a
Louisiana.
name.
I just did.
You don't have a name, do you?
I just said Ken Paxton.
You don't have a name, do you? You just said it, didn't you?
Just said Ken Paxton.
All right, how about Louisiana? You said Louisiana has its knives out for black immigrants. Who in Louisiana were you talking about?
Again, I'm not certain. That was 2 years ago, and as I'm sure you know, much has happened in the last 2 years.
Well, did you say it?
Again, I do not remember the context.
But you don't.
Senator
You
Kennedy.
said somebody had their knives out from Louisiana for black immigrants, but you don't know who they were. You just said it.
I said the Attorney General of Louisiana and Texas, and I believe this referred to specifically lawsuits brought and arguments that were made in court that the arrival of Haitians
I'm out
and
of time,
others
but I
were
want to get you
inherently
on the
dangerous,
record.
which was
You
not.
Thank you very much, Senator.
believe
Appreciate
that the
your
Attorney
questions.
General at that time of Louisiana had his knives out for black immigrants. That's your testimony.
Given their
Thank you,
litigation
Senator Kennedy.
What just unfolded wasn't merely another Senate hearing. It was a collision between two very different visions of America. One side argued from institutional expertise. The other demanded direct accountability. And that's exactly why this exchange has people talking. Senator John Kennedy didn't spend his time making long speeches. He came with quotes, prior public statements, and pointed questions. Whether you think his approach was fair or too aggressive, he forced the witnesses to respond under pressure. In politics, those moments matter because they reveal how people handle scrutiny when there's nowhere to hide. The biggest takeaway wasn't simply what was said, it was what millions of Americans are likely to take away from it. Many voters are tired of carefully crafted political answers. They want direct responses, not rehearsed talking points. That's why this hearing is resonating far beyond Washington. Supporters of Kennedy will say he exposed what they see as political bias inside powerful institutions. His critics will argue he oversimplified complex issues and turned the hearing into political theater. That's the reality of modern American politics. The same exchange can look like accountability to one side and grandstanding to the other. But here's the question every voter should ask. Should public officials and senior leaders be judged by their past public statements when they're called before Congress? Or should those statements be set aside so lawmakers can focus only on the issue being discussed? That's a debate worth having, regardless of where you stand politically. One thing is certain, moments like this don't disappear after the hearing ends. They shape public trust, influence elections, and fuel the conversations happening around dinner tables, on social media, and across the country. Now it's your turn. Was this a powerful example of congressional oversight, or was it political theater designed to score points? Watch the full exchange, weigh the facts for yourself, and let your voice be heard in the comments. If you enjoy in-depth political breakdowns that challenge both sides and dig into the biggest moments shaping America, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for the next debate everyone will be talking about.